Hi everyone, my name is Chris Martin. Welcome to Keto with me. It is day 126 on my journey back into keto. If you're new to my channel, check out my day 0 video where I talk about the reasons why I created this video series. All right, let's roll the clip. That was my week 18, specifically day 126 in the journal clip. So it was my vacation week. If you watch my vacation video, you'll see I talked a lot about planning, and it worked, folks. It really, really worked. So we're talking about days 120 through days 126. Did I lose weight on vacation? Vacation? Yes, I did. I lost a half a pound. I'm actually really tickled about that. That puts my total weight loss at minus or 55.5 pounds, and my weight right now is 178.9 pounds. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Very good. So my averages this week for everything, including the food, are all 7-day averages. So my fat intake was 154 grams on average for those 7 days, 21 grams for my carbs, and 99 grams on average per day for my protein. That gives me macronutrients of 74% for fat, 5% for carbs, and 21% for protein. So I kept it right where I needed to while I was away. My blood work for the 7 days, my blood glucose was about 84 on average for those 7 days, 2.1 on the ketones for the 7 days, 43 for the Dr. Boz ratio, and my GKI was 2.4 on average. Sorry, I've got skin peeling from being in the sun so much and stuff. The highlights for the week is I was on vacation. I was gone for 5 of those 7 days, and I felt like I was 110% successful, on it. The tracking worked really well because it kept me on track. The planning worked very well because we ate out, 3 of those times, and then ate in, 4 of those times. But again, we were only gone 5 of the days. So I will talk a little bit about those meals here, just so you have an idea of what I ate when we were gone. So if you see from the slides or the clip that you just watched that we had chicken wings that, actually I don't think I had a picture for that, but I put it on the slide. Chicken wings, peel and eat shrimp, and a salad for that first day. And that's when we landed and kind of got, settled in and all that. And that was we ate out. For the second day, we also ate out again, and we went to a grill, and that grill had this awesome 3-cheese dip, spinach dip. It had, a bacon in it, sour cream. I mean, I'm salivating thinking about it. It was so good. And then on, in addition to that, while we were there, I had chicken with mushroom, a little bit of mushroom, a little bit of onion, and, smothered in mozzarella cheese. And, so it was just absolutely, delicious. And I did eat like a pat of butter and stuff like that with it as well to kind of bring up the fat on it. For the next day that we were there, we ended up cooking out on the grill. We were right next to the docks. The docks had a grill right there, and we cooked out there and made burgers and had salad, and I believe we even had bacon because my son didn't want burgers, so we ended up making him bacon and eggs. And then the next day also we ate in, we cooked up some scrambled eggs and bacon, and had some other miscellaneous leftover stuff that we had bought and put in the refrigerator at the suite. For the last day that we were on vacation, we went out and had Mexican. There was a really nice Mexican restaurant, on the island that we were at, and it's just in Florida, folks. And I had fajitas, with like 4 different types of meat, a little bit of peppers and onions, and then had some guacamole and a little bit of salsa, and also had, I think I said guacamole, didn't I? Yes. So that was really good, and that was our last day there. And then we flew in. Once we got back, home. The next 2 meals were, made at home like normal. We cooked up some, we got a rotisserie chicken and made, chicken salad. So I had the chicken salad with the skin on the side, and then had also a salad in addition to that. And then the last day of the week, just scrambled eggs and bacon and some miscellaneous stuff. So all in all, it was a really, really, really good, successful vacation and week. So I'm really happy of how it went and so forth. So let's move on to the goals, folks. All right, let's talk about the week 18 goals, specifically days 120 through 126. And this is the week I told you, I was on vacation, as I mentioned in the clip review. So if you look, you'll see that my sleep averaged 7.1. I really did have great sleep while we were gone, even though I did have to sleep in a different bed than I'm used to. But you'll see one day on there that's like 2.5, and you're like, why is it 2.5? Well, that's what happens when you schedule, your departing flight back at like 6:30 in the morning, and the airport's like 1.5 hours away. So we had to get up early, and I tried to go to bed early and it didn't work. I just kind of laid there. So all in all, I ended up getting just 2.5 hours roughly that, sleep a night. It made the next night like I slept like a brick. So moving on to the fasting. Well, I did no long fast while I was gone. I only did just my standard 1 meal a day. You'll see that, I had a pretty good average of 23.3 hours for all 7 days. So that worked out really well. And then also, if you look at my eating style, I ate mostly clean/dirty. It might have been 50-50 because some of the foods that you get when you go out and stuff, you just don't know what they're cooking it in, the exact ingredients. But we went to some pretty nice restaurants, so I feel like the food was pretty good. So I'm leaning more towards the clean. And then as far as the carbs are concerned, you'll see I averaged 20.5. If you look across on the spreadsheet there, you'll see I have like a 27 and a 24 and a 22. And then, if you follow all my previous videos, it's rare for me to be like over 20. I think that's just the way it is on vacation. Plus I'm overestimating because I don't have any way to, there's no nutrition information at these one-off restaurants, and there's so I'm not really weighing things. I'm doing it based off of what I know it looks like it should weigh, and kind of, that way. So I feel like I did a pretty good job considering that, as I said in my previous clip review, that my ketones were really good. I lost weight, and my blood glucose stayed really good. So all in all, I think it was very, very successful. As I mentioned on the macro percents on the review, that, I averaged 74% fat, 5% carbs, and 21% protein. So very, very good. And tracking, to me, I felt like I did a fantastic job because I'm on vacation and I literally tracked everything, including every day, every blood, the whole 9 yards. So It was a little bit more work because I was making guesstimates and then, trying to, hey, when am I going to do this? I'd always get up, have some coffee while everyone else was asleep and just put in all my numbers just to make sure everything was like, spot on. I went ahead and left my meditation at like, hey, I did 5 minutes a day, 2 times a day. And the reason is that, we went to the spa one day and we were always doing something that just having a good time. And there was times when I just was relaxed. And so I didn't bother changing that, just save time. No exercise. We did some kayaking, which was fun, but I didn't like go in here and list it as exercise because I'm calling that like, am I doing any official kind of exercise to lose weight? No, as I said, weight is lost in the kitchen, not in the gym. So, for me, I'm not counting exercise until I actually do exercise, and that will be when I get to my weight. All right, that's it for the clips. Let's, talk about my final thoughts here. Final thought is, it has a lot to do with the reflection of the vacation and the planning that went into it. And I look back and it wasn't like very, very difficult to do. I mean, my wife and I had conversations of when we would eat out, we shouldn't say when, how often we would eat out because, we just kind of played when we did it by ear. But, we talked about like, the kids and so forth. So if you watch my travel video, you see that I did talk about the thought that went into it, and really, it really wasn't that much. It just, I just did what I normally did. It was just in a different, location, and I felt that because, I stayed consistent and I didn't take a vacation from, what I'm doing for myself. I maintained it while I was down there. Sure, the carbs were a little bit higher. Maybe the sleep wasn't perfect. Maybe I didn't do a long fast like I normally do. But, I stayed true to, keto. I didn't, again, just let vacation just, give me a reason to, just veer off. So, that's my final thought for today. And all right, that's it for day 126, also known as week 18 or my vacation week. Thanks for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe so you can keto with me. As always, if you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to leave them down below. Just remember, nobody's perfect. Be a coach, not a critic, and take care, folks.